Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and as you can see I have mostly 6x8 pages here, and then I do have an insert that's going to go in the middle that's a 4x6. And this is kind of an interesting layout to work on here because on the left side I have photos from inside my hostel. I wanted to do more than just show like the main lobby areas. I wanted to show my floor and my particular room. So this was the bathroom that was closest to my room. Here's my door, and then this was inside, just a quick shot. And then I have some info on the hostel because it kind of has an interesting history, so I want to include that. Now, the colors here are very strange. They don't seem like they go together. I did, when I printed this out, try to match the font in a few places with this photo, so I have done that, but I'll need to work in some black and white, and then possibly some yellow, gray, and maybe more of this color. We'll see what happens. So it's kind of an odd color combination. And then once you flip this over, this part really goes more together. So this color here that's in the logo also happens to appear right here and then right here. And I wanted to showcase this because this is me in my room after I had dinner, and I came back to my room and my work was done for the day, so I wanted to watch The King on Netflix. And this was starring Timothee Chalamet, and I had heard really good things about it, so I wanted to watch it, and I did. I did enjoy it. So I wanted to just include that to scrap about the whole experience. So I think because this portion will be easier to work with because everything matches better, I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm going to focus on this part of the layout, the part that has the odd colors and that will definitely require more work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to see if I can find a card that will work here, and then to find some background paper for this insert. So I have pulled out some papers initially that I think might work. This is the closest thing I have to this color, and they certainly are not perfect. You can kind of see that here, but it's the closest thing I have. I don't have anything that's darker than that, so I have pulled it just in case. But then I also pulled these two. I like this one because it's yellow, but it's got kind of a fun pattern or texture to it, and it would match. And if I used it over here, most of it would be covered up. You would only see kind of the edges, so it wouldn't be quite as bold and in your face. But then I really love the pattern on this one, and it's got the yellow, and then it, kind of has a gradient that goes up closer to this. Again, these aren't perfect, but it's closer. So those are my options. I really like this, but I'm not sure it goes with this black and white, but a lot depends on what I find to put down here. If I could find a decent black and white card that wouldn't clash with this, I might get away with it. So when I went into my stash of cards, the only one that I found that I think might work is this one. It is black and white, and it says highlights, but it has 5 things. I don't need to highlight 5 things. But I'm wondering if I could take this and cover up the right side and just do 2, because I could definitely come up with, 2 things. And then it would give me the black and white that I want. I just realized I used the wrong photo there. So if I do that, then I have to do the yellow on this side, which I'm not sure I like this close. Could I potentially change them around, maybe make it work better? I'll mess around with that and see if there's a way that I can configure this that I might like better in case I use this paper. So when I was standing here staring at these photos, I realized something. Look at the pattern in the blanket. It's kind of a chevron pattern. And then this paper is a chevron pattern. So I'm not going to use that other yellow one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use it exactly the direction it is, I think, because I need this to be opposite of this. Or if I wanted to switch photos, I could go this way and then switch the photos around like so. And actually, you know what? Looking at that now, I think I like this better. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this configuration, put this photo on top of the other half of this card, and then cut this paper down to go in the insert. So when I was about to cut this down, I realized that if I do that, I'm going to lose some of the yellow, or I'm going to lose some of this color lengthwise, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut off a section at the top and a section at the bottom, and then I think I'm going to put washi in the middle to piece them together so that I can get the colors that I want, but it'll still fit in here. So it's a little bit more work than I planned, but that's okay. So here's the card after I cut it down to what I wanted, and then I put my washi across. That's what it looks like. And then I did decide also to ink this piece in gray, just to bring in the gray of the blanket, and then it will give some definition when I put this on the background paper. So everything has been adhered down here. That's ready. I did put the photo on this card. I left just a tiny little bit of a margin there along the edge so that you could see the white peeking through, so it would be clear like it's all one card, and I like that. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do with these. I did pull these out of my stash. I love that there are some black and white ones, so I will probably work those in somewhere. And then I was looking at these stickers, and look at this. It's perfect. It's black, and it says rest in a light yellow ink there. And that's perfect for this. So I'm going to put it right up here in this corner. I have some dead space, so it works perfectly. I have attached that puffy sticker, so that's good to go. And now I think I'm going to use one of these hearts that is black and white stripe, because it will bring in the same black and white stripe I have here. And I think I'm just going to put it right under my room number. Should I put it off to the side, or no? I like it under the room number. There we go. All right. So now I have that. I still feel like maybe I need to bring in yellow up here somewhere, just because it's such a vibrant color and I only have little patches of it, whereas this is a vibrant color, but there's a ton of it. That's a solid color door. So let me see what else I can do. I have these puffy heart stickers in my stash. They're also from Citrus Twist, just like this one is. You can kind of tell they match. And I want to use one over here, but that means I have to move this. I kind of want to have them off kilter and next to each other. So I'm just going to have to try to pry this up and hope that it works. I was able to get the epoxy sticker up off of the photo, and so I actually rearranged them like this. I decided I didn't want them right next to each other. I like them a little off kilter. So now I have that, which is great. And then I'm just wondering, do I need like a little flag or pennant or something up there? The photo just seems kind of blah the way it is. So I'm still on the hunt for something there, but once I find that, this one might be done. Well, I changed my mind again. When I was going through my yellow phrase labels, I found this one that says perfect, and I want to use that because it pretty much was a bathroom that was like in perfect condition, especially for a hostel. Sometimes they're not always in the best shape. Hostels tend to be a little bit older, a little bit more run down, so I was very pleased with the bathroom situation. But then I didn't want the yellow next to the yellow, so I lifted these up and switched them, and luckily I was able to get both off and back on in an okay fashion. So I'm going to leave those there. Now I will attach this, and then that left side is done. All right, all of that is done and in the pockets. So now I can move away from the left side here and focus on the stuff that I had for the right side. Once again, I have to go in search of a card, and I have the same situation as on the other side, where I may have to find one where I can use this on half of it. And here, actually black and white would be a good way to go here too, because I have lots of that. There is a little bit of red right here from the Netflix logo and right here, but I'm not sure that I want to bring that in. And even if I did, not sure how I would, but I will go to my stash and figure it out. All right, I went into my stash and I think I may have found the perfect card, but it's 3x4. Look at this. The colors are pretty darn close because I have green and I have this kind of aqua teal color here. Now that is a lot, but I kind of like it. The other option is the other side is black and white, so I could go with that. And then I found this in my red phrase labels, checked that off my list, and that's true. I had been meaning to watch this for a while and didn't get to it, and so I finally watched it when I was there, and I was trying to figure out, you know, could I fit it in somewhere to bring in that little pop of red there. I suppose I could maybe add it here. I'm going to journal here, but I don't think it goes well with this. I'll have to think about that, but I kind of like this side better. I really like the color, but like I don't want to overdo it. Maybe I should get rid of this photo. If I wanted to find another card, I could use this and then find a black and white card to journal and put them together on a 4x6. There's an idea. I'm gonna go on the hunt. Okay, so this is kind of a weird thing, but I don't care. I think I'm gonna do it. I have this card. This side is way, way too dark, but this side is black and white. And I love it because Timothee Chalamet is half French. He speaks French fluently. He speaks French briefly, at least in this movie. And I thought maybe I could find tiny little letter stickers and spell out Timothée on it. And then, oh, maybe I should do it in red. Then I could use that. I could work this in somewhere. I'll have this, and maybe it would work. I'm going to try it and see what happens. Well, I am super frustrated right now. I have a pouch like this that has my tiny alphabets in it, and I can't find it. So I know I have it, but I don't know where it is right now. So I may have to put the Timothée on there later. I'll just have to continue on with what I have. Haha, I found it finally. It was under an album that I had open to work on. It was underneath there. So I think I want to use these. And I already know, I'm pretty sure anyway, I'm looking through here, yeah, these aren't the right color and or they're too big. I'm short an E. So, because I need 2 and I only have 1. So either I have to make one out of a C and some little bit of something else, probably this right here, or I would have to stamp. So I think I'm going to try it with these first because I really like the look of them. And they're a little too tall though. So what will probably happen is I'll have to cover up one of these with like a strip of paper of some type and make it look kind of fun and exciting as if I meant to do it that way, but I'll have to cover up something. So I think I'm going to cut a strip of this to fit on there and then do Timothée on there. And then I will also adhere this right here, probably on this side, because my journaling will go there and I'm going to talk about how, yay, I finally watched this, checked it off my list, etc. So that will work. All right, look at that. I made it work. I'm going to put some staples in here just for a little visual interest. And I totally dig that because I'm a little obsessed with Timothée Chalamet. I don't even care that he's way too young for me, and he is. Don't care. So I have that done. And then over here, I just need to attach this phrase label, I think. I have everything adhered now. I have that on there with a mini staple. I took these 2 cards and I just put them on a scrap piece of white paper to hold them together, so that's done. And I realized it was kind of blank over here, so I think I want to do either a red foam star here or a white foam star. Well, I think white. Red would be too much. I think there's enough there, so I will attach one of these here, like so. Or should I do it down here? Down here. All right. And then put it in the pocket. And I think this is done. Yes, the right side is done. So really this kind of ended up being 2 layouts. The right side this way, and then the left side this, whoops, there we go, this way. But that's okay. I'm glad now that I have all of those pages done and I can put it right into my Denver album. Thanks for watching.